Episode 24 of the Tool Bags of Sports podcast. I'm your host, Sebastian Caballero. I know I've been a little distant. I went to go see my family last week. Was really just trying to spend time with them. Wasn't really thinking podcast, but I'm back now. A couple changes. I finally got some artwork here to go in this blank space. I got a haircut finally. No comb over for the first time in like 9 years. I'm still rocking the Hurley hat. It does feel a little weird to record without the Hurley hat. So I got it on. But something came out last week that I was really excited about. The NCAA finally approved to have college athletes profit off of their name, off of their image, off of their likeness, which, no shit, that should have been implemented a long time ago. Like, you have other students around campus benefiting and profiting, off of their personal brand, Instagram models, things like that. And you're not allowing your athletes to make any money, even though the athletes, the athletic programs are the ones reeling in millions and millions of dollars every single year to your university. So I guess the issue has always been that the people that were against, athletes getting paid, the issue was always they didn't want the university to pay the players. They didn't see the need for the university to pay the players. They're already, on scholarship and they get all these benefits for being athletes and all that. But they didn't consider what it was like being a college athlete. And the argument that I always make, the people that believe that college athletes shouldn't get paid are people that were never college athletes. Because if you were a college athlete, you know how tough it was, to have to balance school and balance your sport, at the same time. It was like having two full-time jobs, and it doesn't allow you to have any other opportunities to make any sort of income for the most part if you're an athlete. Most college students, they go to school, but they also have their job where they're able to, make a little bit of money. Whereas if you're a college athlete, you're pretty much screwed because you're busy all day, every single day. So the fact that they found a way that athletes can profit now without it affecting the university is awesome. What pissed me off was just like teachers, right? Like, they were so against athletes getting paid, or at least for the most part. They were so, against athletes getting paid. And it's like, these guys deserve it. I mean, not so much me. I was a JUCO product and an NAIA product. I wasn't getting paid by anybody. But there's Division I athletes that are bringing in just so much money to all these universities, especially to Division I football and basketball programs. Like, they bring in so much money to their universities that they deserve to get compensated one way or another. They need to make some type of profit. Okay, if there are students that are profiting off of apps or their own businesses or Instagram or whatever, why can't an athlete do that? I'm really glad that two of the top basketball recruits in the country decided to go to the G League, go play pro. Because that seemed to open the NCAA's eyes. Like, man, this is happening more and more every single year. We got to do something about it. Like, yeah, no shit. You're making millions off these guys and they don't profit at all. Like, how are you able to profit off of their name, but they can't profit off their own name? That's fucking bullshit. The only issue that I kind of see with this is the following. So, back when Andrew Wiggins was at Kansas, he was offered a $180 million deal by Adidas while he was still in school. So I guess that's where it would be a little bit of an issue, because now the person with the most money in your school, one of the most powerful people in your school, would be a student. And that student athlete would be making more than potentially whoever's coaching the team. I could see where there's a little bit of a problem. Maybe the money gets to their head and it would kind of ruin the game in that sense. But honestly, if you're not able to handle that money in college, chances are you're probably not going to be able to handle it in the pros. It's just going to say more about the athlete than it would say about you. And either way, it's none of your business. He earned that money. He's not just getting that money for anything. Like, he's earned that money. Up to that point in his life, Adidas thought that Andrew Wiggins was worth a $180 million contract. Okay? So I understand where there might be some conflict, but he earned it. And then there might be some people that say, well, now athletes are going to want to go to Alabama and the Alabamas and the LSUs and the Ohio States. Number one, they're already doing that. So that's not going to make a difference. If anything, I think this is actually going to have the opposite effect where a guy might, want to go to Alabama, but now that he's able to make money off his own name, maybe he goes to like a smaller school or maybe like, not a SEC powerhouse, maybe like an Arkansas or a Vandy or, maybe like a Duke or a Wake Forest in the ACC, so they can go and make profit off of their own name. And they're like they're not going to make profit being the third string receiver or being the third string running back, but maybe you go to Arkansas and you start as a true freshman, make a name for yourself, and are able to profit in that way. So if anything, I think this balances out, the powers in college football. I think it's a great thing, not only for athletes, but for the universities. So I love that the NCAA did this. I'm so happy that, athletes will start to get compensated for what they do, for their work. They're not, college isn't an internship. Like, it shouldn't have to be an internship when you're making so much money. If you go to any other company, and if a company is using you for free to make millions of dollars, that's fucking bullshit. So why is it okay with college football? Why is it okay with college basketball? Why is it okay with college baseball? Why is it okay with any college athletics? It's bullshit. And, going back to, balancing out the powers in college athletics, you have kids now from California traveling all the way across to go play at Clemson. Maybe now they decide to stay in California. Maybe now that they are able to profit, maybe they'll stay closer to home. Kids from Florida, kids from up north. Like, this is going to balance out the entire playing field, and I think it's awesome. I think it's an awesome thing for college athletics. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. What I hope is that the NCAA doesn't ruin it with some bullshit fucking rule like, oh yeah, you could profit off your name, but you can't, profit this way. You got to make sure it gets cleared or something stupid like that. Whenever it's, all said and done, I hope that they're just able to profit freely like any other college athlete. Any other college student in the school is able to profit off of their own name, image, or likeness. So really excited to see how that turns out. But that is all from me. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe on all of our platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our YouTube channel. YouTube videos should be up a little bit later today. That's all from me. Until next time, I'm signing out.